Yo, we are bike. We are bike. We are back. Bike, however you want to say it.
Like pies.
Man, the wind has blew us in something great today. We have a beautiful weather out today. You know, I hate the fact that I got my car washed, y'all, earlier, and it's just fucking water everywhere. Like every puddle I ran through, I was just like, ooh, like a grimace. You know what I mean? So, man, we back, y'all. Check it out. Before we get into this guest, before we get into our topics, we want to send a special shout out to some people and let everybody know who to follow off the time, when you ain't got time, when you have time. Check out the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. They doing some things over there. They think they know something about sports, but they really don't know shit. No, I'm just fucking with you. They know what's going on over there with the sports. So check it out. This is the S.H.I.T.S podcast, and I am Bubba Ball. My son is Taraz, not with us this week, but we have a returning host. Who are you?
I'm Kia. Not like the car.
There we go. Hey, you got to throw that in there now. Come on.
I mean, I started it on episode 1, so I might as well.
Yeah, you got to roll with it.
I'm Kia, returning. This is like, what, my 5th show, I
think? 8th, 9th,
something like that.
You a vet.
Like that.
You a vet now.
I missed you guys.
Oh, we're happy to have you. You know, it's always a pleasure when you come through. All right, now, Mr. I don't even know what this guy's finna do some things. You introduce yourself, let the people know what's going on.
I'm Chris Jones. I'm a Chicago native, and I am a professional hypnotist.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I hypnotize people for money. For all y'all who are like, bullshit, I don't believe it. At the end of our time together, you will believe it 100%.
You're right. Hey, look, he gonna drop his info. So all the people out there that you want to call bullshit,
yeah, call bullshit.
Call bullshit. This is the time. All the non-believers. That's right. All the non-believers, you gonna get to pull Chris's card, and he's gonna make you a fucking fool. Yeah, you go live. So. Listen, since you the guest, talk about your week, man. How was your week this week? We go
Life
check
is
in.
Beautiful. I have a 16-month-old daughter, and she's, the greatest thing. Her and my wife, the best thing in my life. And anytime your kid is happy and you get to spend time with your child,
Now, you said you have a daughter. This your first child?
Yeah.
Oh, you ruined. You're ruined. She's got you.
Yes, she does.
She's, I've been around boys. Girls do something to men. When you have it's something about just in the maternal, when you lay them on your chest. Now, is she walking yet?
Oh, she's running.
Oh, my God. You're done.
This child.
You're done.
I told my wife I wasn't going to podcast. She's like, I hate you so much. Because I get to leave the house. Because the whole game is like, let's keep her from not dying.
Yeah.
She climbs on everything. She's climbing up the stairs. We're like, oh, this could kill her. She's climbing down the stairs. So anytime, thank you, sweetie, for letting me leave the house.
That's what's up. Nah. So yeah, Kia, what about you? How was your week?
My week was good. Had a super productive week. Looking forward to being off from work tomorrow.
Okay.
Definitely take advantage of those holidays. I don't care which one it is, as long as I don't have to work.
Man.
So yeah. Love the weather today. That wind was disrespectful. It really was.
Yeah, the rain is the only downside about the water and all that kind of shit. It's like,
but it was beautiful out with the sun and this was hoodie weather. I loved it.
Can't complain. My week was pretty good too. I went out, did a little shopping. Hung out with my daughter today. She turned 16, so that was kind of like weird, but she's still the same, so I'm glad she hasn't like gotten antisocial with me yet. That it comes a time when I guess they grow up on you and they want to do other shit and hang out with their friends, like, okay, it's my birthday, I want to do this and this, and you drop us off and pick us up. Okay,
that's what my yet?
No, not yet. Okay. So what we went to Formula Racing, the Accelerate. And I didn't know it was this popular. Online they said you can just walk in, woo-wop, set everything up. So we've done Sky Zone, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You set everything up on the computers, go right there, pay, boom, you're in. Pay for an hour, you get a sticker with an hour. 7:45, leave at 8:45, get your socks and shit and go. Thinking the same way. Man, I go there, it's a line, telltale sign number 1. Then I get to the register and she's like, well, it'll be a 3-hour wait for children to ride. And I go downstairs and of course it's only 2 tracks. So I'm like, oh, well, we got to go set up a reservation because everybody had reservations. Walk-ins was like pointless nowadays. So they had no strongly suggested reservation on the, on the website. Yeah. And, 3 tracks, but only 2 was open. So it was just like, what do you want to do? Let's go spend some money. So, she had a good birthday and a normal, you know what I mean, weekend with dad type of shit. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, it was always good. Like I say, man, I had a car wash. I was feeling good. I was riding around. It was cold outside. I didn't have to worry about getting my coat dirty this week. And, the sun just started melting up snow and shit. Now I just got splash marks everywhere and shit, mud all on the car, man. So I don't want to complain. I will take it. I've been doing a lot of funerals lately, so I got to go to one tomorrow. And I'm just, like my man said, man, anytime you get to spend time with kids, anytime you get to spend time with anybody you love and people that actually genuinely care about you, that's a blessing. And that's always worth waking up for every day. So just, man, we all taking it day by day and taking these blessings as they come. So let's get into this pod real quick before we got to take a break. Kia, have you ever been hypnotized?
No.
By love?
No, but I will say, I believe him that he gets paid to hypnotize people. Let me tell you why. I considered paying to be hypnotized because for 2 reasons. One was to quit smoking. Okay. And the other was to get over my fear of spiders. Oh. Now, I actually quit smoking on my own 3 years ago. Congratulations. But that fear of spiders, that's been there since I was 5 years old. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Why spiders?
So my mom took me. I can't get close enough to him to smash him. That's how the fear is real. I've almost crashed my car because of spiders. Like one was on my steering wheel and I let go of the wheel. Oh. So no, it's really real. But Arachnophobia, the movie. Yeah. My mom took us to the drive-in to see it when I was like 5. Like, come on, I shouldn't have been seeing that. And I remember I had braids. This is how vivid this memory is. I had braids and I felt it on my back and I kept like jumping. Like I thought like spiders were, and ever since then I just no. I don't do spiders. I'm like terrified.
So how did you quit smoking? I want to know how your brain works. That's all.
Cold turkey. Just I one day decided I was not going to do it, and I don't know what made that time different than the times before because that wasn't my first attempt. But that time, for whatever reason, I just said, you know what, I don't want to do it anymore. Now there was a study. I actually signed up to be a part of like a smoking cessation study, and they gave me like a pill that one was supposed to be the placebo and one was supposed to be the real thing or whatever, but it had nothing to do with the study. Honestly, I didn't even take the pills. So maybe it was that type of setup or environment that, I don't know, maybe in my head gave me the support or, just the extra thing to quit. But I was a part of that. It was only for like maybe a month or so. And like I said, I wasn't even taking the pills. It was just, maybe it was the check-ins that they were doing with me. I don't know. But after 3 years ago, I haven't smoked since. That's good. I don't even feel like I need to.
That was one of my hardest hurdles in my life to get over. Smoking. Was to stop eating meat and to stop smoking cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes was hard because you get into a routine habit. Yep. We gonna take a break. Congratulations on that. Thank you. 3 years clean, keep climbing. I'm 7 years clean. I got another homie, he 10 years clean. So we in this battle. It's day by day. But I could be around cigarettes and not even want one.
Me too.
So that's when you know you made it. We coming right back, y'all. It's the S.H.I.T.S podcast. We finna kick it with my man Chris and Kia.
Ever evolved as a community of content creators leading the Chicago scene to new heights. Their most recent release, League Champs Volume 1, displays the versatility within the camp and its close associates.
Yo. We back like a car on a flat at the tire shop. And this time of year, you know that's very common. Do you know it's $6 billion in tire repair alone?
Really?
From potholes in Chicago.
I believe it.
I heard that shit on the news. I sat up. I did a sit-up.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of fucking money, but you know like I know. How many potholes did you dodge driving here?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know. Because
it's unreal.
My window's dirty.
You was falling in the motherfuckers, huh?
Boom, probably.
Oh Lord, Key, you got to do better. You got to do these motherfucking potholes. They fuck up ball joints.
They have a number or service or something though that you can call and
that shit don't. This is
get
Illinois.
reimbursement.
They broke. They are broke. They are broke. They can't even afford to feed inmates. That's why they're letting them out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Just kidding. All right, so Kia.
Yes.
You had a question.
Yes, I was asking Chris if he gets a lot of calls for people that want to like get over a fear of things. I know I saw like weight loss is something that people get hypnotized for. Like, so I just didn't even, honestly, before I started looking into it for myself, I just always thought it was for entertainment purposes. I never knew that there was.
You know it was benefits.
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
I got a stack of books over here, and we'll get to those because, yes, you can do hypnosis for a lot of great things. The top two things, quit smoking, lose weight. And after that, it's, I want to stop biting my nails. I want to this, that, and the other. But the go-to, quit smoking, lose weight. You have your smartphone out. For all the skeptical people, do me a favor. Just break out your smartphone, Google whatever search engine you like. Just type in AGT. That's short for America's Got Talent. Just type in AGT and then Hypnotist. And that's spelled Hypnotist. So you're just searching America's Got Talent Hypnotist. Show's been on for 16 seasons. I am the hypnotist, period. Not a comma. I am the only hypnotist ever that's been on the show. I'm the first search. And I'm shaking hands with Howie Mandel.
Okay.
He's afraid of germs. He's so afraid of germs, he wrote a book called Here's the Deal, Don't Touch Me.
Right. Germaphobe.
He's the fist pump guy. America's Got Talent said, we want a hypnotist. I said, who are your judges? They said, Howard Stern. I said, I got nothing. Heidi Klum. It's like, well, she's a model. I'll make her fall in love with me if I do it. Mel B, the Spice Girl. I'm like, I don't know. I'll make her, not be able to sing or remember the words. And then they said, Howie Mandel. And I said, great. He's afraid of germs. Everyone knows he's afraid of germs. I will shake his hand. They're like, bet. I don't believe you. Come on. I did my thing. He looked at my hand. It took 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. It was a blur. But he shook my hands. And then he shook hands with all the other judges. He shook hands with Howard Stern, Heidi Klum, and Mel B. And people lost their shit. I got a standing ovation. And I made $100. I got that per diem. They flew me in, made that $100. I got to watch it at a viewing party. I drank champagne with Mel B, the Spice Girl. It was awesome. Dreams come true. That's what I'm trying to say, young people. Your dreams will come true. And then second round, I tried to hypnotize Michael Bublé. And have this joke like, he's important when it's Christmas. And he pretended to be hypnotized. And when your head's down, you look like you're hypnotized. I didn't know. So he wasn't really hypnotized. They voted me off the show. And I said, that's fine. And then I went drinking heavily. So
typical shit.
I took that $100 and I made it last. But did it pop up on your phone? America's Got Talent Hypnotist?
Yes. I actually saw this clip today. I was looking at this clip and I saw it, and I thought it was interesting when they said, like, if you're in the audience and you don't want to be hypnotized, like, leave now.
Right. Really?
Yeah, because and then they even zoomed in on one young lady, I guess.
In the audience.
Yeah, her head was down. Like,
so people in the audience was also.
Yeah. Every time I do a show, I tell people it's 10 to 15% of people are going to get hypnotized. It's just how it is. When I have less people, like I've done a show for 8 people and no one got hypnotized. And I said, well, sorry, no one was compatible today. I will not give you back your money, but I will buy everyone a drink because there's 8 of you. But I've definitely done shows where no one gets hypnotized, and it's just luck of the draw. It doesn't happen often. It's
Right.
6 times in a decade, knock on wood. But yeah,
Really?
yeah, 6 times. It's always a corporate show, and like someone gets hypnotized in the audience, and like the husband's like, "Sweetie, wake up! You're not gonna embarrass me in front of my boss. I'm not losing this job." And I'm like, "You don't want this job, man. You don't. Let your wife go night. You don't. No one needs this job. You sell windows. You're mad at your dad.
Damn. You really don't want this job, bro. Go to Home Depot. Go to the paint department. You're an artist.
Yeah. So I'll do something. We'll try and hypnotize someone in this room. There's 1, 2, 3 people who can get hypnotized. I can hypnotize myself. I could, but you'd be like, bullshit. Yeah, I think he's pretending. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Hmm?
I said that's exciting.
Dookie.
I want you. No,
Why are you?
when she said that's exciting, she looked away from me.
Yeah, I did. I looked
She's like, that's
directly
exciting.
The camera's on her already. You know.
Bubba,
this way.
she's looking at me like he's skinny Drake.
That's exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I saw your picture, I didn't
Drake.
say that. I swear to you, in my head, I was like, oh.
Ooh, Drake got COVID. He lost all his weight.
Yeah, you probably get that a
Every
lot.
day. I just love disappointing people. I fly to O'Hare sometimes. Midway, no one messes with me. Like, I know TSA
Yeah.
so well, but O'Hare, they're like, oh, it's Drizzy. Champagne Poppy. Why are you flying Southwest? Drizzy.
That's crazy. They never saw Drake.
Where is Nicki Minaj? I don't know. And I don't
Right,
like you.
right. So when did you
Anyway.
get started? Talk about when you got started. Like, what made you get started with the tricks, the magic tricks?
Yeah, I
first?
got 2 decks of cards here. Choose one. The one you choose, one we're going to use. I got the
Yeah,
blue
the blue.
one. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you hold on to that, Bubba, if you would. At some point, Kia, you're going to say stop.
Stop.
So we're using this one deck. There is a camera that way. You can show it that way. I'm looking, turning my head away. You can hear it in the acoustics. Kia, then hold it against your chest just in case. Good. So that's there. Remember the ace of diamonds. Just don't say ace of diamonds. Was that a good guess? So that's good. No big deal. I'm going to take that warm card off your boobie. Kia, don't smile. You can smile all you want. No, she's happy. You say stop when you want. I just don't want you to think they're all the ace of diamonds. That's a different card, right? I'm still looking away. You got it. I'll hold it against your chest if you want. Now, okay, you're putting it.
I put it in my scarf.
I have no idea what your card is. It is a number card, though, yeah?
No.
Okay. It's a black card. Mm-hmm. Queen of Spades? Mm-hmm. Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How am I supposed to guess it if you don't know? You're looking at the card and she don't know. Yeah, this is the Queen of Shovel. The other one's the Queen of Puppy Paws. All right. Well, you don't play spades a lot.
I
no.
do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it too.
Are you?
Uh-oh.
Okay. So you say stop when you want. You'll feel the urge. Sorry. Drink the beer.
Stop.
Perfect. Right there. Queen of Puppy Paws. I call it ahead of time.
Ooh,
he nasty.
Damn! Wait a minute.
Now, your father's from Jamaica. I've done this in Jamaica. This is just an idea. I do those to Jamaicans. They're like, it's voodoo. And I'm like, no, it's
Hoodoo.
It's a learned
Say that
skill.
hoodoo, boy.
It's like, you look inside my mind. I was like, no. What's a bumbleclot? Why are you saying this and pointing at me? I'll borrow the blue deck. All right, so these are all different. All right, so you say stop when you want.
Stop.
Perfect. I think that's about as fair as I could be. Hold your hands like you're gonna catch a puppy. Great. You don't like dogs. Okay. You don't let this bitch drop. She held one hand real lackadaisical like.
Fuck this dog.
He probably a pit bull.
Woo.
He probably hurt children. Queen of diamonds, all right? Put your other hand on top like a sandwich, all right? Like brilliant. There we go. Cool. There's no pocket here. It just says Grambling. All right, the tiger. I'm going to pull the card out. That's a bad angle, but there's still the Queen of diamonds. So it's gone between your fingers. You can lift your hand up. I've already done the dirty part. Turn it over. Yeah.
Damn.
The laughing means the magic is
Wait
working.
a minute.
This is a flourish. This looks good. It does nothing. It's like an X. It does nothing. It just looks kind of cool. This is a flourish. And so I would do magic tricks, but I wasn't good because I wouldn't practice. and I turned that into
Whoa.
hypnosis.
Are y'all seeing this? Yeah, they seeing this.
All right, so I'm gonna do one more. This is an idea. These will drop. Don't worry about them. I stole them from Walmart. We got something with a poker chip right after.
Hold on. Hold it. Come right back.
If you're looking for great coffee, come visit Andy Sunflower Cafe, located at 9920 Southwestern Avenue in the Beverly neighborhood, or 756 East 111th Street in the Pullman neighborhood. Again, Andy Sunflower Cafe, black owned for all your gourmet coffee needs.
All right, here it goes.
Try this at home. You're gonna need a poker chip, and these are all regular. I stole these from Walmart. You can choose one. It really, truly, we can switch them. It doesn't matter. All right, so this is like Simon says.
These are real chips.
You put in your left hand, hold the left hand above the right hand, let it drop into your right hand. Beautiful. And this is because I'm left-handed. Great. Left hand, let it drop into your right hand. Nothing crazy has happened. Now, the fun part is when it goes up. That's nice. For everyone listening,
one more time. Okay.
I drop the poker chip from my left hand into my right hand. It's flat underneath it. And then it goes from the right hand into the left hand like it's floating up. Now let's switch so you know, all right, there's no magnet, there's no string. It's just an idea with a poker chip. Now this is psychology.
Wow.
It's your wedding ring. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, no, you should. Kia, I appreciate you so much right now. Kia said it's your wedding ring. People, Americans, wherever you listen to this.
I'm joking.
No, I want people to be skeptical.
Right. That's what he wants. He needs that.
You telling me, Skinny Drake, you hypnotize people, you black,
right,
and you don't make things better?
He from the South Side too.
I'm
Hold
from
on.
91st and Stony. Like, I've only had black teachers. Then I went to college.
Fucked you up, right?
They're talking about critical race theory, and I'm like, my dad got pulled over by the police all the time. Like real shit. Like,
am I supposed to believe?
They would just pick up my dad, who's like the Barack Obama and Mr. Rogers in one, and just take him to the Italian neighborhood at nighttime and say, "Good luck getting home."
Right. I remember that. I remember them days.
I'm wearing Colin Kaepernick's right now. You think I wouldn't make things better? It doesn't
That's
work.
crazy.
I've been to a Trump rally, all right, and I was like drunk.
Were you lost?
And I went deliberately. I wanted to be the black person going to wear the Trump University T-shirt.
Okay.
Because that school got shut down for fraud.
Right.
I was like, yeah, Trump University. Trump Foundation, his nonprofit, they killed that too.
Right.
He's my favorite president who used to be on WWE. Like, he was on WWE.
No shit. Yeah.
He got stunned by Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I gotta pull
Real
up a clip.
shit.
Just Google Donald Trump and you see it.
He's still okay.
Yeah.
Now, is he or is he not the greatest president of United States history?
Donald Trump?
Yeah, just because he's been on fucking WWE.
No.
What makes him great? What makes him great to you think
he convinced poor people he was gonna help them. The man with a goat. He is the greatest hypnotist because he told people Barack Obama was born in Kenya. He said that his mother was a teenage white woman when he was born. Like, his mother never went to Kenya in her lifetime.
Right.
And who did he run against? John McCain.
Yeah.
Who was born in Panama. You are critical race theory, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to a Trump rally and I was just like, hey man, if your hat says made in America on it, I'll give you $100. No MAGA hat was made in America.
Really?
They're all made in Vietnam.
Oh my God. What did they say?
Here's a fun thing, guys. Just take off your little MAGA hat, see if it says made in America. Never seen it. Never. Gonna bring the jobs back. What jobs? I worked at Hollywood Video. I don't want that job back. I was making $5 an hour at Hollywood Video on 87. Don't bring that job back. I'm bringing the jobs back. What do you have to lose? Colin Kaepernick's job, obviously.
Right.
Anyway, I get fired up. So I cannot permanently hypnotize people, and I can't do it without their permission. This is a poker chip. If you create enough tension in your palm, pressure here, pressure by your thumb and your pinky, it has nowhere to go but up. So I've taken off the wedding ring. I've taken off my watch because people will believe there's a magnet. I'm cool. But be able to change your opinion with more information. That's all I want. So there's just enough free time. The poker chips turns over, and then eventually it flips. And I can maybe get it 9-10 inches. That's it.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can do it in the world with a penny. Some people can do it with a $50 or a quarter, but this is just an idea. So I take this, sitting on my ass long enough, read enough books, and I taught myself hypnosis.
Self-taught.
I had a mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a mentor.
That was the next
His name
question.
is Salish. He's great. He's my agent now,
Okay.
and he's a phenomenal person.
Now, let me ask you a question about
Please.
card tricks, because I was pretty good in grammar school at card tricks. What was the 21 cards?
Yeah.
Remember that was
I
like,
hate that one so
come
much.
on.
I got 3 rows right here.
Come on, bro.
Tell me which one it is. Okay, wait.
I know how to do that
All right, which one is it in
know how
now?
to do
Yeah.
All right,
Can I have it? Yeah, you know.
The only thing you could do to make me happy is then you make them in a fist. I hold it tight. You do this, and then you just keep smacking
Yeah.
it. Like, not that loose. Look at that last card. Was it yours? Oh shit! That took 30 minutes.
Right. Takes
But
forever.
it worked.
So what was like your first card trick you remember? Actually, like,
I love David Blaine.
oh, David
David
Blaine
Blaine.
is the best
He-
fucking entertainer, street entertainer. That guy, let me tell you something.
Please.
He poured out a Corona on the street, put a fucking guy's Newport from his, he was smoking inside the bottle, got it to come back out and gave it back to the guy that was still lit.
Okay.
I'm like, how in the David Blaine, bro? I had to turn the TV because I was watching so much shit that I was like, it's no way he was taking money.
Yeah,
Giving it to you, shit would be in your
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going? And we on the street there.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Las Vegas, like no bullshit. One camera, guy with a camera phone, no production. Like
No. He's amazing.
David Blaine was untying motherfuckers' shoes. David Blaine is the shit, man. You know what I mean? And you kind of remind me of him. You got that Drake vibe and that David Blaine vibe.
David Blaine was my hero. I saw him in 6th grade. I'm like, that's me. I'm gonna be a street magician. I'm gonna put on the t-shirt and
Yeah,
some jeans.
yeah.
I'm gonna levitate. And then I met him. He did a show in Indianapolis, and he did a meet and greet before the show.
Okay.
And he signed autographs, and I'm like, oh my god, I got to. This is like meeting Michael Jordan.
Exactly, yeah.
And he goes, I'll sign it. You know, you kind of look like Drake. And I was like, I know. I know, Mr. Blaine.
Very cool and smooth, right?
I
Just
know.
like that,
You
right?
know, you kind of look like. I was like, I know. I know. You the best. Yeah. I love magic. Magic is cool. Magic is cool. I don't know. Let's I'm gonna share some books because I love books.
Okay.
Who's the greatest basketball player of all time in your opinion?
Michael Jordan, of course.
Michael Jordan. Okay. He was coached by Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson used to hypnotize his players. I'm talking about Scottie Pippen
I
included.
remember that one.
Really?
He was the Zen master. His book, 11 Rings.
Willfully, they were hypnotized.
He
Right?
called it mindfulness.
Okay.
And he would talk about it from the idea of mindfulness and one mind and one breath and bringing the team together. And Jordan, he's like, if we're gonna win, I don't care.
Okay.
You do whatever you want. But he met a person who was helping people in prison get out of that prison mentality. Because I've never been, thank God, unfortunately, but it's hell.
Yeah.
And if you can tell yourself, I can float above this, and this is temporary, and everything in life will change. You can work with 21-year-old millionaires.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. Phil Jackson worked with this psychiatrist, Carl Rogers, and he became a better pitcher. And he talked about human psychology, and you can hold on to that book for just a hot second. If I asked you the greatest heavyweight fighter of all time, who would it be? There's probably one of two people. Muhammad Ali? All right. Absolutely. He lost 5 fights in his career. One was to Ken Norton. Ken Norton broke his jaw. Ken Norton, who beat Ali, had a hypnotist.
No shit.
So the only way you can beat the best is right there. You have a hypnotist. So I'm passing that book to Bubba. I don't want to bias you the greatest golfer. Maybe Tiger Woods.
Sure.
At
The
the
only
age-
one I know.
Only one we know. Well, the other thing is like people are like, oh, actually it's Nicholas, and I'm like, Nicholas was good, but
Yeah.
he performed when they wouldn't allow blacks or minorities.
Right.
So like, it's like baseball when you don't allow the Honduras.
Yeah, you keep the Cubans out.
All the
No
Cubans out.
Cubans can play baseball.
No Rodriguez.
Are you serious?
So I got the Tiger Woods book. Dr. Jay Brunza was the person who taught him at the age of 13 to use his mental energy.
Okay.
All right. And the very last one. If you would have said the greatest fighter was Mike Tyson, his coach, Cus D'Amato, took him to a hypnotist in New York, and he would practice. At the age of 15, he began taking me to a hypnotherapist. This is page 77, Undisputed Truth, Mike Tyson. His name was John Halpin, Central Park West. I lied on the floor in John's office. Cus, his father, would write down suggestions on a piece of paper, and John would recite them out loud. He taught me to relax. I'd go into my hypnotic state, and Cus would talk. Your jab is a weapon. You throw punches with a ferocious, bad intentions. You have a wonderful right hand. You haven't really believed that until now. You are a gift from God. And put this mindset, I became focused on the hypnosis. That's page 78. And then he won the Junior World Championships twice.
We coming right back, man. You dropping jewels.
Jaja Smith, Seven Heaven at gmail.com, Seven Heaven at Instagram, Seven Heaven, Facebook, Jaja Smith, Facebook, Jaja Smith 20, Instagram. I have the cupcakes that you need. I have the cupcakes that you want in all the flavors, any flavor that you can imagine. Chocolate chip cookies, any type of sweet treats. That's why it's Seven Sweet Treats, y'all. Mobile, if you want to call me, area code 872-225-2680. That's 872-225-2680.
Okay, we are back. And we have one more book.
I got one more book. So this big fat book cost me $80, but it's the Handbook of Medical and Psychological Hypnosis. So this book is only for clinical purposes.
Okay.
Help people quit stuttering.
Right.
Lion King. Who's the voice?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Is that him?
Mufasa.
Coming to America. He used to stutter, and I believe he had a hypnotist get him over that.
Okay.
This is just, I wrote my thesis in grad school on hypnosis. So now
So
I
you
can
say-
write books.
What'd you go to grad school for?
Recreation. I went to Carbondale, SIUC.
Oh,
Go Salukis.
I was in Schneider.
Salukis, Carbondale, the
disclosure.
5-hour drive.
Yes.
Schneider.
Fuck.
And once you see the giant cross, you're like, all right, let's put
You
the
happy
locks
as hell,
down.
Effingham.
Put the locks down, but I'm happy. I got 2.5
I'm
more
halfway there,
hours.
right?
Let's go. But put the locks down.
Yep. Now, was your spot, did you ever, because, all three of you guys, I know you know, that was the best Popeyes chicken I've ever had, was going to Carbondale at that first, I think it was it
remember
Effingham?
Popeyes.
One of those
I know.
stops.
We definitely stopped.
They had
It was a
Popeyes.
buffet. That's why.
Listen, that Popeyes was the best
Popeyes buffet.
Popeyes on
don't
earth.
know.
It was so many white people in there. I've never seen. It was like, I got used to it because you make the drive so much. But it was like maybe an hour and a half out on your way, maybe 2 hours. Not quite at Effingham. Like you said, across. That's the halfway point.
Yeah.
This shit was like almost champagne-ish. But if you had to get gas, you 9 times out of 10 pulled in and it was a Popeyes.
Yep.
And it was big as shit.
Yep.
It was like maybe 4 lanes, 4 aisles, and they were at least 3 to 4 people long. The best fucking chicken you ever had in your life.
I know. We
couldn't make it out of the
couple
gas
people and
station.
We're actually planning. Well, he's planning a trip to Carbondale just for a weekend and just to eat.
Okay.
And I
Where
want
you going?
Quattros, in April. I can't wait to get Quattro's pizza.
Oh,
Quattro!
I remember.
Yeah. That was
Quattro.
great.
What about pinch pennies? Oh man, I remember all that shit. Tuesday, dollar beer night. Tuesdays, come on, man. The fucking bagel dude.
Oh,
Remember the bagel
Are
dude?
you talking about
Man.
Winston? My close personal
Winston!
friend, Winston the Bagel Man?
Winston the bagel. Anybody who went to Carbondale knows Winston. You have to know Winston. I came home from Carbondale making bagels.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Serious.
You're like, Mama, you ever had a bagel? Of course I've had a bagel.
Not one of these motherfuckers. I bring out the
Celery
cucumber like,
Look at this. Winston, you did it again.
big ass cucumber. Like, you have to get the big joints because he might give you 2 slices or just one big slice. Oh man, Winston, man, that was the fucking guy after you left the club, bro. Fuck them tacos up the hill. Remember that?
Yeah, it was a Mexican burrito spot over
Yeah.
here, which was fine. You're like, okay, I'm tired. I need to rest. They got fountain
I've only
drinks.
ate it like 80 times. I can do 81.
I'm gonna do it. But like Quattros is if you're feeling sophisticated, and then if you got the enough
Quattros
coupons.
was like
Quattros
beggars.
was for sophisticated.
No,
You think it was beggars?
No, with the one with the character Gumby. It was Gumby, right? Gumby's Pizza?
No.
Because they had
I know which one you're
Gumby
talking about. There was a Gumby's down there.
Was it
something.
Gumby's?
Yeah. Quattros was fantastic.
Quattros was the shit. If you got like you say, if you got Quattros, you was balling. It was like beggars.
I didn't know I was
They didn't
balling.
lay it on thick, but it was like a step up from Pizza Hut, all that other shit.
Yeah.
Domino's,
Little Caesars and shit,
Little
yeah.
Caesars was you broke. I knew.
Where did you live? Sorry.
I lived
Okay.
in Thompson Point, so
Okay.
freshman year I was in Baldwin.
Look at you smiling. Look at you. You're like, my family loved me. The financial aid was good. I was in Thompson Point.
Right. Who had people in the fields?
No.
You had nobody in the fields?
I don't think so.
Oh my
no,
God.
wait, I probably did.
You wasn't kicking it if you
Thompson
wasn't in the
Point
field.
was like the suburbs of SAC.
It was
So we
low
wanted
key.
to go turn up. We'd go over by the towers and
'Cause
but then
you would turn up
come
where I
back
was
home.
working.
Yeah.
I lived in
Man.
Schneider.
The
Take
town.
transit
Oh, that's
back
like the
home.
projects, right?
Yes, it was. I had a 17-story building, and they're like, "Swipe, sir. You didn't swipe.
Right.
You didn't swipe. Fuck you, sir. Need you to swipe. You have your ID."
Yeah, it was like the projects. It was crazy. Carbondale taught me a lot.
It did.
I enjoyed the college life, even though I didn't go to college. Like a lot of the students down there were supposed to be in school. I was actually old as shit. I was just out hanging out. I never went to college, so I was down there raising a family and all that kind of shit. So it was fun actually being a part of it because my wife at that time, I don't know if you guys heard of The Point.
Yeah.
Well, I built a couple of the buildings. I worked on a couple of them. And at the time, she was actually running the facilities, right?
Okay.
So it was just, good to be in a small town, not worried about shit, and actually doing something that I love, which was construction. But to see these people come from all these different places and lie, say they from Chicago, and they was from like Riverdale.
Where are you from? I'm from Chicago. Oh man, I'm from Gurnee. I'm like, we are not from the same place. You were not born on the Raging Bull. God, I hate you so much. I'm from Gurnee. Don't talk to me.
It's different because I'm from Naperville. So if I'm around people from Chicago, I'll say I'm from Naperville. But if I'm like in California, I'm not about to say I'm from Naperville.
right.
No.
Nobody's gonna know what Naperville is.
No. You got to be careful though. But yeah, you see, and then if you know enough, you can weasel around this shit. But yeah, to actually be born and raised in Romeoville, and you might have 3 cousins that live in the city. You better say you from the suburbs.
Oh, yeah, no.
And that's safe. It's nothing wrong with saying you from the
Oh
suburbs.
yeah,
No.
for sure.
I tell people all the time, do not lie about where you from, because somebody from Chicago will pull your fucking card.
Where do you stay? I was like, oh, I got an auntie in London town. How often do you see her?
Right. Not London town. That was a true fact. So yeah, so now you say the card, which started first, the card tricks?
Magic.
Magic period, right?
Because, I loved magic and I wouldn't practice enough. But then in Carbondale, I was doing grad school. I studied recreation.
Okay.
I showed up. I didn't take the GRE. I just showed up and I said, what can I do? And they said recreation therapy, phys ed, or recreation. I said recreation sounds the easiest. And I swear on my life, I literally got a degree like finger painting and doing magic for kids in
Are you
hospitals.
serious?
Swear on my life, 2-year degree, and they paid for it. And housing, because I was a hall director more or less.
That's insane.
And so when people would party, I'd be like, "Hey guys, you're partying. You can't
Yeah.
be partying. Got to kick you out of Schneider and Neely and
Neely. I
Hall.
remember Neely.
I had some friends in Ely.
I dropped a lot of people off in dorm rooms. And what was crazy to me was that, I'm going to tell you something sad. Sad is move in day and move out day. When you see all these people, families come, and then you see people like don't have nobody there. That shit broke my heart. Like, college did something to me. It turned me into more of a humanitarian. I was feeding these young motherfuckers, man. They hadn't had a home cooked meal. So like I said, I had a wife. We had kids down there, and we were living in the Point as well. So all that food that the kids wasn't eating, man, I put that shit in a bowl, take it straight downstairs. Well, I'm kicking it at anyway. They drinking Don Julio. Man, I never forget. I opened up a bowl of Tupperware, and this shit had spaghetti in it. I said, wait, heat it up. At least heat it up. At least heat it up.
Yeah.
Make some garlic bread, make a meal out the shit. calmed them down. They were so fucking happy. Like I understand everybody's struggle that has been to college, because you learn something in college. You learn how to survive. That's one thing I can say about college. College will teach the average person how to survive on their own. Something about not wanting to go back home to mama, right? And it's so fast. You don't want to give up that fast. You want to tough this shit out, you know? So I applaud a lot of people that actually made it, you know, stuck it out, toughed it out through college. No matter how you did that shit, if you made it through, kudos to you, because it takes a lot to kind of grow the fuck up. You know, most of us were spoiled. I'm not gonna lie. I was spoiled in a different way, but not financially. Most people in college, a lot of people in college are spoiled financially, and you can tell. You know what I mean? So, I mean, some of them are cool, some of them aren't. It's okay. But like I didn't have to deal with it, but I'm thankful that I had the experience of it, because I tell my children it's not a necessity for me. I don't want you to feel like after high school you have to go to college and then it's over. You know what I mean? No, if you know, that's it. How y'all feel about college? Like, is that since you both went to SIU, because we had some
I'm gonna tell you
terrific
everything
parties.
about SIU
Yeah, I was about
in
to
a
say,
minute.
Yeah,
We had
as
some
soon as we
terrific
come back,
parties.
I'ma
Everything.
tell you,
Oh, we
because-
going for a break. All right, we be right back, y'all. Hold on.
Medium Marnie P checking in from the Shits podcast.
Players
Who's
ball.
going first? Players ball.
I know you went to players
Quit
ball.
playing.
Of course I did. I still got pictures. So, real quick about me in SIU in college. For one, just to answer your question, I too have told my daughter, and well, I say my daughter, but all of my children and my nieces, don't go to college unless you know what you want to do and it requires a degree. And I say that because it just, in my mind, with all the student loan debt that I accumulated, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Just for the experience of college, in my mind, and that's my personal feelings. But I had conversations with friends, and one of my friends, she said that, you know, she is going to insist on college for her children, and she said one thing she said that was interesting is college provides you an opportunity to be an adult with a safety net.
Yes.
And I agree with that 100%. Me personally, I want to give my children another way to be an adult with the safety net. Not where they're accumulating debt, especially for something. Now, if they know already that that's what they want to do, like my oldest daughter, she wants to be a psychiatrist. You have to go to college for that. So, okay, let's do it. But if I don't know what I want to, oh, you staying at home. Yeah. Like, or stay in this building, you know, and, you know, but somewhere or just work until you figure it out, because I don't, you know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But college, best 4 years of my life. I have 10 friends that we are very tight knit, and we sometimes we'll throw pictures up in our group meet. But yeah, it's crazy. I just came across a picture. I have a box of like cards and letters from when I was in college. And I was 17 when I went to college, and my best friend, my 18th birthday, I looked at a card she gave me on my 18th birthday, and I took a picture of it and I sent it to her. But it was like 20 years ago.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow. Best 4 years of my life. And yeah, I would do it again 100%. But just do it smarter.
Okay.
Do it smarter.
Chris, what about you?
I wish I had that friend group. Like,
Okay.
Honest to God, I went to Wisconsin for college, and I went to Carbondale for grad school, and chose just a funny major. But I 100% agree with it is a safety net.
Okay.
Kids show up and they have all this laundry and they're trying to take it home. I'm like, wash it first. Like, wash it. And they're like, I don't know how to wash. I'm like, we'll teach you how to wash. Like, just don't throw it all in there. Oh, you need soap too. Like, let the water agitate the soap. So I was a hall director, and so my job was to make sure when people were drinking too much, they got home safely. I'd have those caring conversations if a kid had an issue that came up. But you know, I didn't. I got a buddy, Dan Chow. Other than that, I had a nice friend group, but it was my cohort. You know, and I've always been like, you're my friends. You're my complete focus. All right, that was our time. Now I will see you whenever I see you again, but I'm going to move on to the next adventure.
Right. It wasn't worth keeping in contact with.
They're great people. I think I have that personality, which, you know, me and my buddy Sam, we will talk like first day of college.
Okay.
You know? But you know, I think I got those 5 friends, and they're just all spread out. Yeah. Anyway.
Pretty tight.
That's pretty much.
I know it's rare. I know it's not a thing.
That's what Grandma said, though, right? If you were fortunate enough to have that older, you know, grandmother, mother figure, they always told you you're gonna have about, you know, enough friends to count on one hand, and that's what that meant. So you say you have 5 friends, you really don't
And
have
you
a lot
show
of
me
room
those
for
5 friends, I'll tell you who you are.
and that's it.
Yes.
That's what I tell my children all the time. I tell my children, I said, show me your 5 closest friends, and I'll know exactly who you are. And that should be the same way for everyone, the other parent. You know, if they see you, they should be able to judge what kind of child they have. You know, so with all of us having children, right? What are some of the fears that you have? I know my main fear right now is knowing that the age range that my children are in, the future, what does it hold for them? You know what I mean? That's like the biggest thing for me. How can I prepare them for what they are definitely gonna deal with, but the possibility of them being able to deal with something that I can't even advise them on, because, you know, they're more advanced. They are the next generation, and we have to make sure that they have just the foundation. So, like I say, I'm not confident in where the so-called, how should we say it, the elite are kind of leading these things, but our children are here. So what are some of you guys' fears on just children, having children, and where their future might be headed?
How old is your daughter, Kia?
16, and then I have an 11-year-old, and I also have my niece who's also 16. And I just told her today, having girls, especially older girls, my biggest fear comes from the outside world and other people.
Right.
Like, we were at the laundromat today, and there was this man that was like looking at my niece like in a very sexualized way, like would walk past, and I saw him look at her behind, and I got so angry, like, the fuck are you looking at? You know what I mean?
Right.
And she's a junior in high school, like, she got one more year with me, and in my head I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, she's going to be out there in the world,
This is her
and like
life.
I can't just like beat up everybody, like, and so that part of the world is very scary to me, especially having girls. And so and I have no control over it.
But you have to prepare them for that. As long as you prepare them
They're
for
prepared for that. And I think it's so interesting too, because my daughter, I think back to me when I was in high school, right? And a lot of my friends, how we were lying about our age, right? And saying we were older.
Yeah.
My daughter, even though she may look older, she'll like, I remember she was in the grocery store and a man tried to talk to her and she was like, I'm a child.
Great.
Like,
Fast.
I'm 15.
Good. I'm a child.
Fast, right? Fast.
And he was like, oh, okay. And he left her alone. She'd have cars pull up to her and she'd be like, I'm 15. I'm a teenager. Like, she is quick to tell somebody her age because she does like, hey, go. But that dynamic I think is very interesting, and especially considering how it used to be. But yeah, that's the thing that I fear the most, just other people, and preparing my children for that and what to do in certain situations.
Exactly. Exactly. Chris, what about you, man?
I knew the moment my wife peed on the stick. She said, I'm pregnant. I said, it's a girl. She said, and I said, I believe it. It's going to be a girl. I knew it was going to be a girl. It was a girl. I thought I was hot shit. You know, I thought I was hot shit. You know, I ran track and I ran cross country, and you know, I had like my whole college career. I had 5 girlfriends, so I wasn't crazy because my dad, he kept my head on straight. Before I went to college, he's like, son, you'll be the chocolate chip in the cookie. And he took me down Stony Island and he made a left and he's like, look up at that sign. Let me know when it changes. And I'm like, all right, cool. And we drove forever. He's like, same name? I was like, yeah. Same name? Yeah, it's been like 4 miles. Like, what his name said? It says Emmett Till. He said, don't forget that in college. He allegedly whistled. So my dad was like, whatever happens there, you need to have your story straight. He's like, I recognize that you're going to be an adult, you're going to be in college, but if anything goes down, like, you need to have your story straight.
Yeah.
And so I like my wife.
Wow.
I asked my wife if I could hold her hand, and then I asked if I could kiss her.
Okay.
Like, that was the mindset my dad gave me. So for having a daughter, yeah, there's a whole bunch of scuzzy people in this world, and I don't know. I'm like, all right, sweetheart, I really want you to listen to dad on this one, and then I need you to listen to mom.
Right. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Your mom's right about so many things. Please listen to your father, who was once an idiot. And if I have a son, it's like, all right, let's go for a drive, son.
Yeah. Yeah. Boys are, I'll say this, my younger, well, my older two, especially the oldest. The oldest always, now especially, he's 24 now, he always says, you know, Dad, you know, thanks, or that's all we look for as parents. We don't want shit else from y'all. You know, I mean, of course, if you're a millionaire, get us a house, get us a nice car before we die, get us a boat or some shit. But we don't want a fucking lot. Trust me. All we want is Dad, Mom, thanks for that. Just thanks, or you were right. Please tell us we was right before we die. Don't fucking cry at the funeral, y'all. Be back, y'all. It's the Shits Podcast.
For all erotic needs and adult needs, hit up Cold Pleasures, COLEpleasures.com. That's www.colepleasures.com. It's the shits.
We're in. We're
but
back.
I don't want to touch no spiders tonight, okay?
I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm not ready. I don't want to see no spiders or touch them tonight.
Okay, we back, y'all. We are back with the shits. We got my man
back.
Chris.
You back?
Chris is kicking it with us. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and open it up to Chris. Let Chris go ahead and do his thing. What you got for us, Chris?
All right, for people at home and people in the studio, we're going to try this. This will let you know if you can be hypnotized. And the term for people who get hypnotized is not gullible, it's somnambulist. That means you might sleepwalk.
Okay.
It means if you get hypnotized, let's just say if you're watching a movie and you start crying, you were hypnotized by the film. Or if you've ever like thrown your controller at a video game or the TV, you were so entranced with this emotional content that you had tunnel vision.
Okay.
So we're going to try this with people in the room. You can put your hands together for us like this. If you're at home, try this as well. Just your hands like you're, praying before you're going to eat.
Everybody's doing it.
All right. Your index fingers, just extend those so they're touching straight up. All right. Look at those index fingers and imagine those are magnets. At the tips of your fingers, those are magnets that want to touch one another. So take a deep breath in. There you go. Slowly let it out. Think magnets. Take another gentle breath in. Good. Wonderful. Let it out. And those are magnets. Just separate those index fingers 1, 2, 3 now. And your mind tells your fingers that those are magnets that get pulled back together until they, in fact, do touch again in the middle. Great. Now, if your fingers moved, you had good focus, good concentration, you could get hypnotized. If they did not move, there's one of two reasons. One, my speaking was a little bit fast. Or two, you're like, fuck that. Kia, she didn't move an inch. She's like, no, thank you.
She tried to fight this shit. My shit was like, ew.
Because I get it. People are like, oh, you're going to make me like cluck like a chicken.
Right. They scared of what you going to do to them.
Cluck like a chicken and tell Sigga's like, I don't
care about that stuff.
Funny.
I really don't.
Yeah. We'll do this one more round. All right. So
we want you to not worry about spiders. Like
yeah.
I'm really scared.
How hard life is.
Listen, do you have a house?
That afraid?
You have a house.
You're never more than 9 feet away from a spider any given time.
I know.
So listen, this is the scariest part.
My 11-year-old kill the spiders, and I pay her. That's how bad it is. Yes, I pay her.
So listen.
To kill
what do you do when you see them web up in like the corners of really high? Do you get the broom and knock them down?
I get her to get the broom.
You don't fuck with them at all.
You don't. Not even a spider web. A spider web.
Damn,
no,
Kia.
I got you.
If there's an empty web, I'll take the broom.
You don't have to
and,
explain anything to me. I get you.
You know, this is the crazy part for me, and I'm worried about what would happen if it happened to you. I was asleep, and something told me, Chris, I'm telling you, something told me like wake up. You know, I take power naps.
Yeah,
I'm proud of power naps. I'm gonna get shirts made with power naps are a must. because I'm at the age where I damn near need to take them. You know what I mean? I've taken them so much now. It's like, okay, I like them when I'm not working. And I was taking a nap. Something told me to wake up. And when I woke up, it was a fucking spider dangling, like webbing down from the fucking ceiling. And I looked, I was like, are you fucking shitting me? And I just instantly went up and clapped this motherfucker. And it was a spider. Like, no shit, it was a spider.
Kia.
I
did not
if
know
that was
you were
you.
afraid. Yeah.
I sometimes
You would have
feel like
slid
spiders
from
will be
underneath that
deducting me.
motherfucker. Like,
Seriously. I was riding down 87th Street, and it was one, you know, them clear ones.
yeah, the green tree
And I
spiders or
used to
whatever.
park under a tree when
Tree
I lived
spiders.
on, yes.
Tree
on
spiders,
61st.
yeah.
And so it was about this big, and it started crawling across the steering wheel, and I let it go, and I slammed on the brake, and then I jumped out the car, and I...
What?
On 87th Street. I cannot make this up. And I asked somebody, like, can you please kill this spider? I asked somebody to get in my car and kill the spider. On 87th Street.
What if they would have drove off in your shit?
Then they would have
so
drove
funny.
off.
Like, we keep that spider with you.
God.
Kill the spider.
I'm telling you, it's real.
All right, Kia. You're going to put your hand on top of Michael Strahan's face. On the book, it says, Wake Up Happy. That's his book. Won a Super Bowl title, and he got hypnotized with an audio tape. And he predicted the own Super Bowl score, like he's playing in. Like, I read a book a week. So many professional athletes see a hypnotist because it's your own mind.
Okay.
Kia, you're going to close your eyes. I'm not going to move at all. Close your eyes. And imagine you're in a movie theater. All right? Can you imagine the numbers 3, 2, 1? The movie comes and it's Bubba on the screen. You can imagine that, yes? Okay. Now imagine that he has his eyes closed, he's laying in a bed, and then there's a spider coming down by him. You're watching a movie. Where's your tension level on a scale of 1 to 10? Watching a spider drop closer to him, where's your tension or anxiety level 1 to 10? 10 being high.
About an 8, 9.
Okay. Imagine now the movie is black and white. So Bubba's still there. The spider's black and white. But now there's no color. There's no sound. Spider's moving more slowly now. Does that move your tension one way or the other? No. Okay. Now imagine as you take a deep breath in, let it out. As you breathe, just like that, the spider got a little smaller. Take another deep breath in, and the spider, now still in the movie, gets even smaller still. You can barely see. You need to literally look for it now. If you strain your eyes, you can now see the spider dropping by your friend Bubba's face. Where's your anxiety right now?
2.
Good. Take another deep breath in. Let it out. Now imagine if we took that anxiety that's a 2 all the way to 0. All you'd have to do is tell Bubba to wake up and smash the spider. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. You can tell Bubba now to wake up and smash the spider.
Wake up.
And
Smash the spider.
he does that. It's still black and white. Smash. And remember, it's so small you can barely see it. We ask him to open his hands. You see the tiniest spider there in 10,000 pieces. Still black and white movie. Take a deep breath in. Open your eyes. Great. That was a mental exercise. You took that 8 fear down to a 2. We can try that again in a second. The exact same thing happens. How are you feeling? How's your comfort level?
Cool.
Cool. I haven't left your spot. No one has a spider for you. There is no spider. All right?
Right.
Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Same movie theater. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Color movie, and you see yourself smiling right there. You're surrounded by the person who loves you a whole lot. That's your daughter, who is how old again?
11.
11. And she says, Mommy, there's a spider by you. You're in color. You don't want to give your daughter your fear. You want her to be as dynamic and ambitious and powerful as she can possibly be. She is your cheerleader. You just take a deep breath in. Good. Let it out. On the screen, are your eyes open or are they closed right now?
Open.
So you see the spider, yes or no? On a scale of 1 to 10, where's your tension?
About a 6.
Good. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Imagine that spider, as you take a deep breath in, gets smaller. Deep breath in. You're still in color, big and bold. And as you breathe out, that spider gets smaller with a breath. And as you take a step, when you're ready towards that spider, it gets smaller and smaller. Still, the closer you get to your fear, the smaller that illusion of fear becomes. And the louder the voice of that cheerleader, your daughter, is cheering for you. Take another deep breath in. Now, where's your tension? Do you notice it at all?
About a 3.
Yes. One more deep breath in. And she's saying, Mommy, you can do it. Smash the spider. So imagine you got some boots on. You're going to take the biggest high knee. I don't want you to raise your leg. I want you to lift your knee all the way up. You're standing above that spider, black and white, and it gets smaller and smaller, and then your foot drops down on it. Shh, shh, shh. You rubbed it into the earth. Your daughter's looking at you. There's a smile across her face, ear to ear. Take a deep breath in. Imagine how happy she is, knowing that her mommy can conquer anything. From this day forward, she knows if her mommy can do it. Take a deep breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2. And when your own pace, your own alertness, you can come back into the room.
I want to try it.
You want to try it.
See?
That is perfect.
See?
Because if you play this back, you're like, I don't want. Now you're empowered. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you are saying, I want this.
Yes.
I do. Like, I want to see a spider and see if I could.
You
step
will.
on it.
You will.
The city of Chicago owes me money right now because she could have been jumping out of cars on 87th Street, endangering a whole bunch of people.
Right. She could have been on 87 and
We're going to take a break and we're going to look for a spider.
running across 87th Street, y'all. We coming right back. Doesn't late for the overplay, man. We be right back. It's the shits.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the American Dream, the American Nightmare, the Heartbreak Kid, Young Barker. And when I come to Chicago, I check in, I get on the radio with the Shits Podcast. One more time, man. Give a big shout out to the Shits Podcast. Young Barker Productions, man. Holla us. We out here.
Okay, we are back. Let's pick it up.
So seeing that just reminded me. So I told you I've been having this fear since I was 5 years old. And it's always in 5s. In about 4th or 5th grade, we had to read Charlotte's Web. And that book temporarily got me, I feel like, over my fear, because I love Charlotte, right? Like,
Right.
she's like the star of the book. And then when they made it a movie, I was like, she's not that bad. She's cute. But then whenever I would see a spider in real life, like, that is
Come
not
back.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real
It's like,
shit. Yeah.
I couldn't connect the two to, where I wasn't afraid of that spider like I wasn't afraid of Charlotte. So anyways, when I saw that, that's what I thought.
All right, so there's an icebreaker we used to do called Scar Wars. Everyone would show a scar and tell the story, and the best story wins. I would be like, I got a broken nose. One fight, I've had this scar forever. Before I had this one broken nose fight, my sister and I used to physically fight.
Okay.
Physically fight. She's 4 years older than me. And then these guys were insulting her on the bus stop from their car, and I pretended to throw something at the car. Dude backed up, and he's like, "What'd you throw at my car?" And I'm like, "I pretended to throw something." He wasn't having that. Punched me once. Sister's like crying, yelling like, "Don't touch my brother." I was like, whoa, she loves me so much. They got back in the car. It was that one punch, that's it. And my sister and I have not fought since that day. The dot's been here forever. I don't love the dot, but that's it. One more scar, just so that we know where I'm coming from. No large intestines, right? It looks like I got a 6-pack. It's just all scar.
Damn.
They took out my large intestine. I used to wet the bed all the time. And when I say wet the bed, number 1 and number 2.
Damn.
Super not fun. Because you're trying to have a girlfriend in high school and you're like, I'm going to wet the bed if I fall asleep. And
Knew that. You knew it.
Knew it. So I was like, I'm never going to have kids, this, that, and the other. I went to college. Day before I went to college, I wet the bed. And I was like, God, don't let me wet the bed. I don't want to embarrass myself from my roommate. I met my roommate. I stopped wetting the bed. He went home for break, and I wet the bed.
Really?
He came back. I stopped. I went home for semester break. I wet the bed. And I said, all right, Chris Jones, your roommate does not have magic powers.
Right.
It is not.
It was
your
in your
roommate.
mind.
You can stop doing this. And I just said, I'm going to stop, because I had tried medication. I had a journal. I did do all the steps. I had a doctor and all these things. But at one point I said, Chris, you have to just stop, because you don't want to embarrass yourself And so you're telling yourself to wake up. You have 2 young girls, am I right? Looking up to you for leadership. 3. I am going to put your full name there, and I am afraid of spiders. So on this piece of paper, when you're done writing your name, first, last name, we will show that to the camera. And this is the contract with yourself. Today is the 20th of February, 2022.
Yep, synchronize your watches.
So this is Kia Boyd.
Lakia Boyd.
Lakia Boyd.
Okay. So we'll let the camera see that. This is your contract. You can read that out loud. Go ahead, please.
I am Lakia Boyd, and I am afraid of spiders.
Say it like you actually afraid of spiders, like you're terrified.
I am Lakia Boyd, and I'm afraid of spiders.
Now, you can carry this wherever you go, but that is something you don't need in your life. So put that down on the table.
Okay.
Bubba, can we borrow your lighter?
Yep.
We're going to focus on what you do need. Kia, take the lighter. You're not going to burn the whole thing, but just put it over the spider.
Over the spider?
Take a deep breath in. Put it over the spider. Put the flame. Imagine you can kill that actual spider.
Oh.
Deep breath in. That is a legitimate spider. Rub it over the flame. Deep breath in. Keep breathing. Breathe. It's not going to catch on fire. Don't be scared. Imagine you can literally get rid of that spider.
Okay.
Get it closer. No. Believe.
Wait, hold on a second. Why does it look like it's
Keep breathing.
a little 3D?
It is not. Look, boo. No.
Why does it look like it's a little bubble in the middle? Like,
You
what
better
is
burn
that?
this motherfucker. Come on,
Burn it
burn
before it burns you. Come on, Kia.
Okay.
Watch it. No.
I can't.
Yes, you can. We're all with you.
Come on.
You got this. Kill the spider.
Burn this motherfucker.
Okay, it's dead.
No, look. You got some of the
Look,
leg off.
look,
Do it again.
look at the leg.
Do it
Look,
again.
The leg disappearing. Look.
Do it again.
Wait, what the hell is happening?
Look. Look.
What is happening right now?
Try to erase your name. Try and erase your name.
Look at your name. Hit your name.
Nothing can hurt you. Keep going. Go all over. Everything you don't need, just get rid of it.
I don't want this word.
You don't want to be afraid. She's erasing afraid. You can show the camera. She just erased the spider off the paper and afraid. So what do we have right now? We have I am Lakia Boyd. What else do we got? I am afraid.
I am blank of spiders.
All right, so let's get rid of spiders. Erase that. Take a deep breath in. Erase that away. What do we have? Read it out loud.
I am Lakia Boyd, and I am
whatever you want to be. You are writing your life right now on this piece of paper.
Damn.
You've gotten rid of the spider. You have incinerated the fear. You have a clean slate. I am afraid of nothing. I am dynamic. I am powerful. I am a gift from the Creator. Whatever you want and whenever you want. You could do this in the car later. But that's yours now. You got rid of the toxic stuff you don't need.
Amazing.
but that's dope. In my head, that was a little spider.
On the real. You said that
Like,
shit was
for real?
3D. You said it was 3D.
I was like, look, it's
I was
3D.
like, wow.
It's popping out at me.
All right, y'all. Well, before we wrap it up, I'm gonna hit you with an underlay for the overplay. Love is a feeling, an emotion that a lot of people have not had a privilege to grow up with. Nowadays, I think that love is a learned trait. We do need to relearn how to love people, because love is actually a trait that you get from people loving you. Somebody has to love you for you to learn how to love, or just to feel love. You can't reciprocate what you never had, right? So let's make sure that we're putting time, putting effort into a lot of people that are loving us also. I want to make that very clear. We are parents. Our job as parents are to love our children, and the best way to love your children is to give them what you never had. And I'm not talking about material things, video games, gym shoes, clothes, whatever that may be. Giving them what you never had. If you never grew up with stocks, make sure your children have some stocks. If you never grew up with life insurance, make sure your child has insurance. If you never grew up with a home, make sure your child has somewhere that they can come home from college or wherever they go off in life and say, this is my home. We have to do better with our children as parents. The responsibility, I think, of being a parent is no correct way. The only way that you understand the best job that you've done and the job that you've done has worked is if you have communication with your child. So I want to open up the line of communication. I want you to open up the line of communication with all your children, with people that you might have a difference with that matter to you. If they don't matter, it doesn't matter. But if it's your mother, your father, your brothers, your siblings, make sure that you reach out to these people before you guys leave this earth. We all gonna leave here. The best thing we can do is love and make a difference, y'all. So I want to just push that effort. Make sure that, you know, I continue to do my part on this earth, and I think that is to spread love. The older I get, the more love that I receive, the more love I want to, you know, issue out. Kia, how do you feel about what just happened today?
I feel I don't know. I feel excited.
You kind of anxious?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I don't know. Like I don't know what's going to happen next time I see one or how I'm going to react. But I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's gonna be confident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you was touching on this and you could, you know, it's not there, but you can see it, but it's not. It's like
there is a, you know, a sense of confidence that I have, but I feel like it's kind of fake right now, just because I haven't put it to the test just yet.
Okay.
That
You
confidence
need that.
I have, but I want to hold on to it for when
Definitely.
I am obviously faced with that situation.
Definitely.
So I'll report back.
Definitely. Chris, let them know where they can find you at, man. Drop all your socials.
I'm at one word Chris Jones, so that's at numeral one word WRD Chris Jones, or just Google America's Got Talent Hypnotist. Last but not least, hypnotistchrisjones.com is my website. I do not sell anything. You can't buy anything from me. I do not want your money. I help people quit smoking and lose weight for free. My mom, rest in peace, she passed away. She was a smoker for a while. And if I can add a minute to your life, period, I should not get paid for that.
Exactly.
So you can listen to audio. Listen to it when you're not driving, because you could get hypnotized while you're driving.
Okay.
Listen to it when your car is parked, when the stove is off. HypnotistChrisJones.com. 1, to lose weight, which means you eat a little bit better, and then 1, to quit smoking. That's my story.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you for coming. Kia, appreciate you for coming. You know, this has been a great show. I really think something positive is going to happen, Kia. You let us know what happened.
Definitely.
But I like the progress that you made. I saw you actually like scared of a picture, so. Y'all, we'll be back next week. It's the S.H.I.T.S podcast. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, Kia. Chris Jones coming through, working on my girl, Kia. Southside, y'all, we in the building. We'll be back next week, y'all. It's the S.H.I.T.S podcast.